As everybody knows, this past Friday, Tulsi Gabbard announced her resignation. She posted and obviously talked to Donald Trump, gave her resignation letter, all of that, but she's leaving because her husband has unfortunately been diagnosed with bone cancer, which is a very terrifying diagnosis, a very horrible condition, and hopefully it was caught in time and he recovers. It goes into remission, they're able to remove it, whatever. We do not wish any ill whatsoever or any bad health on Tulsi Gabbard's husband, but she says she is leaving. This is something I got to do. It's family stuff. And that is totally understandable. Makes total sense. Not like Kristi Noem with her husband. This is something real, something serious. So good for her. But unfortunately, just hours after Tulsi Gabbard announced this, Reuters reported, based on conversations with insiders at the National Intelligence Office there, that Tulsi only resigned because Donald Trump actually forced her out. Let me read you this. The forced out report comes after Trump said in March that Gabbard was softer than him on Iran's nuclear ambitions, a rare public signal of friction with one of his own cabinet officials. A source familiar with the matter told Reuters that Gabbard, quote, had been forced out by the White House, which of course is a stark contrast to the letter that Gabbard posted, to the very nice message that Donald Trump posted. And here's the thing. There has been speculation ever since Pam Bondi got fired that the next individual to be fired was going to be Tulsi Gabbard. Donald Trump has not been happy with her. He doesn't like that she, doesn't like what he's doing in Iran. He was a little weirded out, and there was a bit of a scandal when it was revealed that she, for some reason, showed up to the raid in Georgia where they took all the ballots and the voting machines and such. She had no business being there. It had nothing to do with her, but she was, and that became a little scandal in and of itself, creating a bigger headache for Donald Trump. So she's been rubbing Trump the wrong way for quite some time now. And husband's bone cancer diagnosis, I've got to go be with my family, the perfect way to bow out and keep your dignity. You're not being fired. You're not leaving because I can't take this anymore. It's a responsible, mature, difficult decision to make. But it's one that does not cause any political damage to you should you choose to run for office in the future. Kristi Noem, she's done. Pam Bondi, she's done. Right? They got fired. And then, of course, again, Kristi Noem with her husband, they're not going anywhere ever again. Tulsi Gabbard could. Even if Trump forced her out, and again, this is Reuters, so this is not like, some random run-of-the-mill, person with a Substack. This is Reuters reporting this based on the conversations they had with people inside the office. So I'm going to trust that. I'm going to believe it. Trump wanted her gone, and this was the way for everybody to save face. And as per usual, he has already replaced her with a man, because anytime a woman gets, kicked out of this administration one way or the other, they get replaced with a dude, because Trump wanted to act like he likes women and trusts them and puts them in positions of power because he's, right on with the ladies. But no, he hates them. He wants them all gone. There's now the fourth woman this year to be removed from this administration, and that's not a coincidence. The men are far more incompetent, but it is what it is. Also, worth noting, hours before Gabbard's resignation was announced, a major investigation was published by Raw Story showing that Gabbard had grotesquely screwed up an investigation within her office. What happened was that Gabbard decided to launch a massive investigation against a, top CIA operative and a former Capitol Police officer. And inside, the Washington sphere, this was a well-known thing she was doing, and it was big, and oh my God, we're going to put our own officials in jail. But it ended up blowing up in her face, because it turns out she launched this investigation based on false information that she had gotten from a convicted Capitol rioter. So the whole thing was a farce, and she wasted time and energy and resources. And again, everybody in the circles in Washington knew this was happening, and it was a big deal. Just because the public may not have known doesn't mean those inside didn't, and it blew up in her damn face. That was posted hours before she resigned. Not saying that played a role in it, but a screw-up of that magnitude, and then suddenly you resign, kind of leaves more questions than answers, if you ask me. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.